Oh, right, okay. Just in a bit of a meltdown moment for a minute, just trying to get myself together, because everything's soaking at the moment. It just feels like a bit of a shambles in here at the moment, and it's actually just a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Good morning, folks. What a beautiful morning. This is just fantastic. So, not a bad sleep last night, but tossing and turning again. Very comfortable though, that air mat is just, it's pretty good actually, I do like it. Yeah, very comfortable. So this morning, feel fresh, just had a wash, and I've started packing some of my stuff away. Sleeping bags airing as well. I did find 2 ticks on me last night when I was checking myself, and even airing my feet, just resting my feet on the grass, there was 2 climbing on my feet. So just be careful everywhere you go. It's just, you never know, so please be careful with them. They're all off and away. Plan this morning, I'm going to get a cup of coffee and a little bit of breakfast. My water's nearly done, but when I head away, there's a river away up there. In fact, there's a river down there, but the way I'm going, it's away up that glen there, so I'll be topping up water there. And getting on with this TGO challenge. This is day number 3. This is brilliant. I'm saying that now, but probably an hour or 2 into that walk, it will be pretty sore. But I'm in high spirits now, and that's what's counting. But yes, let's get a cup of coffee first and a breakfast. Well, okay folks, that's me all sorted. The traditional leave no trace as we do. That's me ready to head away and start day 3. So, been an epic little camp here. Well timed, well found, and just perfect, still on the track. So I'm going to be heading away down that glen, and let's see what this brings. This is just perfect walking weather. There's a bit of sun there. There's a nice, cool, fresh breeze. And that's what makes it really good walking. Plus the views. That is just beautiful. So that little clump of trees, just in the sort of middle there at the bottom, that's roughly where I've come round from along this track. It's not the best track, but it's workable. I think you just need to be careful of where you're placing your feet. But we shall carry on into that nice breeze. Some snow up on the hills there. Hills. Mountains. Hanging on in the shade. Well, this is part of my journey where I cross this ford and follow the path away up and over the top of the hills there. So I thought I'd just call it here and have a sort of little bit of a break, an extended break, something to eat, and enjoying this lovely area. There's a nice breeze. I'm soaking with sweat. I'm feeling good. Fresh running water there as well. Fantastic. So I'll get something to eat. Rest my feet. Well, it was only a matter of time till the heavens opened, so I count myself lucky that I've had 2 really hot days. Well, I don't know if I count myself lucky because it was quite puggling in it. As you see, the rain's falling behind me there. Testing out the new jacket. This is a Rab jacket, and we've got the Craghopper trousers. I've had these for a while, they're burning good. And yeah, perfect location, perfect time to test it. So got them on, got the rucksack covered, and give it 5 minutes and I'll need to take this off again. That's how it works up here. You have to laugh. Anyway, we're nearly at the top. We're just going to go over and then we'll head down, and I think it's Glengarry that we're going to head down into, so we'll see what that's like. Okay, that's me just starting to descend down here. This whole area is the start of Glengarry, and that loch there, that body of water, is Loch Poolery, I think it is. I think that's what its name is. I'm going to be taking this path all the way down, and I'm going to come out on just at the bottom of the trees there, the forestry edge. There is a bit of a road, and I'm going to follow the road to the camping spot and see what it's like. But still a bit drizzly. Waterproofs are doing their alright, and at least it's downhill, a wee bit of breathing room. But going well. What a great view. Fantastic. Glengarry's a huge area. Huge. Anyway, we'll head on down. Okay, that's me eventually hit this road. Coming right down from the, oh, where I was sort of in the sort of middle there, is where I've come down from. That was actually quite a big descent, path weaving back and forward. Anyway, we're down, had a breather. So I'm just going to be heading along this road here to a little, I think the first little place is Tomdoun I think it is. And I'm just on a wild camping spot just a wee bit further on than that. And in saying that if I get there and I feel I've still got a little bit of energy, I'm going to continue on, and there's a bridge across the loch. So that's probably where I might do my next camp. It all depends what I feel like when I get to my original spot. So we'll see you there. Oh dear. This is a bit of a nightmare today. The heavens have opened and it was thunder and lightning, and I've definitely been caught in it. I've had to put the tent up in the rain and it's been pretty soaking inside, to be honest. I've dried it out and I've had to get all my kit out on here. Hopefully this is not steaming up. Oh, right, okay. Just in a bit of a meltdown moment for a minute, just trying to get myself together, because everything's soaking at the moment. Inside of my tent, all my waterproofs, my rucksack, it's just heavens have opened pretty heavy, so I've just filled up with water from the loch, so at least I don't need to go out again if this stays on. So I'm just going to sit in here, get a cup of coffee on, take 5, get a bit of heat into me and sort this stuff out. So I'll get back to you in a bit. Okay, I've just been doing a little bit of tidying up and I've had my dinner. Just had some plain, well, some spicy rice, and I've just been drinking plenty of water, so I feel a bit dehydrated. I've had a tick, so that's off. It just feels like a bit of a shambles in here at the moment. It's been pouring the rain on and off, and it's actually just a bit of a nightmare, to be honest. Tomorrow's another day, so I've just got my dry kit on and ready to go into bed. I'm going to write up my diary, and I've tried to get as much squared away as I can. Yeah, so we'll just see what tomorrow brings. So it just leaves me to say, tomorrow's another day. Let's write this one off, and tomorrow's day 4 of the TGO challenge, and see you in the morning. Night for now. Good morning. Oh, I actually slept pretty well, to be honest, despite what was going through my head and despite how wet things had been. Poured the rain most of the night actually, and look at the morning. Total change. Very quiet. No wonder it's very early. There is a bit of tinge of blue sky and sun above this, so I'm hoping that this is going to be a bit of a better day. The tent is actually soaking on the outside, so I'm going to have to try and wipe it down and pack it away pretty carefully. I'm just doing a bit of admin this morning, tidying up. Thank goodness it's not actually raining, which allows me to get this stuff out and try and put away reasonably well. Yeah. So all I need to do now is get my breakfast, and I'll get see if I can get a quick coffee, and I'm just going to head away. My destination is Invergary. I'm going to pick up a food parcel there, and then I'm going to be heading into the Great Glen Way, and I'm going to be doing a wild camp in there as well. So that's going to be my base. I might stop in Invergary just to get a recharge and a small bite to eat or something like that, just to put something in me. And a few cups of coffee, I think. So there we go. That's the morning. I'm in high spirits. Despite things being a bit damp and wet, it's miserable, but it is what it is, isn't it? So I'll get all this stuff packed away and I'll get my breakfast. I'll get back to you then. Okay folks, that's me all packed up, ready to go. The mist is slowly lifting, and it looks like it's actually going to be quite a nice day. A beautiful picture. Perfect photo. Anyway, that's me going to be heading to Invergary. I think it's about 12-13 miles, I think. So we'll see when we get there.
that's me reached the Invergary Hotel. I'm really needing a good soft drink, blackcurrant and lemonade or something, and a few of them. And I'll get a bite to eat as well. But, oh, my legs are really weary, I tell you, they're sore. So let's get a seat, let's get some charging up, and let's get some drinking. Soft drinking anyway, no alcohol. See you in a bit. Okay, that's me, had some food, couple of good drinks, right, refreshing, and I got a food parcel delivered here as well, so I've just spent the last 20 minutes sorting out my rucksack, and all the excess food that I can't eat and is too much to carry, I've actually put it all in a bag together, and because this is a Great Glen Way walk as well, it just so happened that 3 walkers have come past, so I've kindly given them my food that is a bit excess to carry, and they were delighted, so glad to help somebody out. There's the thing, instead of binning it, just give it to somebody. But anyway, I'm heading on, and I'll catch you soon. I have left Invergary and I came up onto the Great Glen Way trail, and I was going to do a wild camp up there originally. So it's been such a nice day, still plenty of light left, and feeling quite good after that good meal at the Invergary Hotel. I thought I'll just come down to Lagan and see if I can click into like a little bit of my next route. So that's where I am just now. This is the Great Caledonian Canal. Absolutely fantastic. Beautiful stretch of water. Anyway, so I'm just going to cross the road, the main road, and head into Lagan Forestry, and hopefully find a wild camping spot. So we'll see you there. So that's me just cutting up into Lagan Forestry now, and just on a wee note, the post box back there, pretty hard to find actually, a lot of post boxes. Just a wee tip, if you're ever out wild camping or whatever and you're getting or out for a long period of time, take a couple of prepaid envelopes or plastic parcel boxes, or big plastic envelopes or something, just in case you need to post stuff home. It's always worth. I've got a lot of maps like this, they're all laminated, so the ones that I've used, so it's 4 days worth of maps I've just put in the post box and sent them back. It just makes things a bit lightweight, even though it probably doesn't make much of a difference, but when you're doing it over 15 days, it makes a hell of a difference. So if you've never done it, maybe it's worth thinking about. If you're doing a multi-day trek or something, that's worth doing it. Offload some weight and kit that you don't need. Anyway, that's either helpful or completely useless to somebody. Let's see where this forestry goes. Right everyone, that's the tent up, and I've just been prepping everything there, so everything's pretty much sorted, and just in time, because it's starting to drizzle with rain. I'm actually inside the forestry. I was walking up the forestry edge and there was just barely nothing. There was grass, but it was all full of stones, obviously from building the road, so I've had to come into the forestry, not far, just 20 yards or so. Found a little clearing, and this will be my bed for tonight. So now that that's all done, I have another meal. Dinner time. So just roughly where I am, I'm in Lagan Forest, and I was supposed to camp in the Great Glen Way forest just across, well, a couple of miles back up across the road, Bumped into another TGO guy, so we walked down to Lagan and we sort of went our separate ways for there. So I just sort of knew that this was part on my next route for tomorrow, so why not just be here anyway. Okay, so foods for tonight. It's just so exciting because I got this food package posted today and I collected it and I never knew what I was getting, so it's a bit of a surprise because I can't remember what I've packed. So this one is, again, courtesy of Base Camp Foods, so big shout out to them, thanks very much. This is Expedition Foods. That sounds very technical and high end, doesn't it? That sounds like very expedition. So, Expedition Foods, this one tonight is beef and potato hot pot, and it's a double serving. Oof, can I handle a double serving? 1,000 calories in this one. It actually feels like there's quite right up to there. That's a lot of food. It's pretty self-explanatory again. Tells you what's in it, all the ins and outs of stuff there, and again it tells you how much water. So this one takes 400 mils of water, and you just leave it for 5 minutes, stir it, and then stir it again, close the pack and stir it again. It's got all what you need, what the food is good for, all the different sports and activities, all your fill level lines, so that's quite a good gauge, and bits and pieces there telling you what to do, instructions. So I'm pretty excited for this. So again, beef and potato hot pot is on the menu. So I'll boil up 400 mils of hot water and I'll leave it for 5 minutes and I'll get back to you when it's ready. So there we go, boiling water. So all you need to do, if you've never had any of these things before, it's pretty straightforward. Rip the top off, you don't need that. Inside these packets, the majority of them have a little sachet like that. It's just because it's dried food in there, they just like to keep it so you don't eat that stuff. Dispose of it responsibly, that's what it is. This is a big meal. I hope I can eat all this. It's up to here, okay? Obviously you can push out the corners so it's got like it's got a bit of a base. It's easy to sit the packet down, and you just pour in the hot water. Because I've measured 400 mils anyway, all this water will go in. But if you don't have a measurement guide on a bottle or on a cup or whatever, you just use the level gauge mark on the side of the packaging. That's what I'm saying. So when that's done, there is a line and you can squeeze it shut again and it will seal. Could be a bit fiddly, but it will go. So there we go, that's how you do it. But before that, I forgot to stir it. Getting too carried away. So big spoon again, if you don't have one, it saves a lot of hassle with that. Better than a little spoon. So this one's going to need a good mix. And it's pretty hot. So with this one, if you mix it and then give it a few minutes and then give it another mix, just so that you're getting all the bits cooking and soaked with the hot water. If you give it a good stir, there's nothing worse than hitting a wee bit of dried food when you're eating it. We've all done it because we've had to learn. Anyway, oof. That looks decent. Okay, right, now you can seal it. So what I'll do, it takes 5 minutes, I will come back to it in a couple of minutes and I'll give it another stir, and then we'll leave it to sit for a couple of minutes more, and then it's ready. Beef and potato hot pot. That's it. Now you can go make a cup of tea or juice or anything while that's cooking away. So I'll get back to you in a couple of minutes. Right, that's been... I stopped it, opened it a couple of minutes ago just to give it a wee stir, and that's it ready now. So I've left my spoon in it actually because it had food in it, so I thought I'd just leave it in there while it's all cooking away inside. The beauty of these is there's no mess with a pot and cleaning a pot if you're kind of not near sufficient any cleaning water or anything like that, so this saves a lot of hassle. And yeah, right, this is the beef and potato hot pot. Sounds quite fancy for just a camping meal, but you can definitely tell that that's a good heavy meal. Just with the texture. I've never heard of these expedition foods, but I like that. It's very thick, and it is very thick, but that's good. Oh yeah, that is definitely a good heavy meal. I've got 16 miles to do tomorrow, and that's going to put a lot of calories into me, and I'm quite sure I'll need them for tomorrow. I do like that meal, I genuinely really do like it. I think it's something different, and I usually take silly bits of pasta and noodles and things like that, but once in a, you like just to get stuff like this just to boost up the energy that you're needing. And because I'm doing the TGO trial, I'm walking big miles every day, so something like this is absolutely perfect, what we need. I love that. I hope I can manage it because I'm feeling I can feel it going to be filling me up. Right, that's Basecamp Foods have sent me this, so big shout out to them again, thanks very much. That's a big thumbs up to me, from me, big thumbs up from me for that meal. I like it, and it's definitely worth taking away if you're ever going on a big hike and you're putting in the miles, because you'll need the calories, and 1,000 calories in that meal is absolutely fantastic. So there you go, check out Basecamp Foods, and they've got a list, and go on the website and check them out because they've got a lot of choice for various types of food for your camping trip. Well, that's me fed and watered. I couldn't actually eat all that meal, by the way. Just a wee drop left. It's actually quite filling. So I don't know if it's designed for 2 people or a double serving for somebody that's really starving or really hungry or wanting to put on the calories. So yeah, I don't know. That's your preference. Anyway, I've just got changed into my night clothes, looked after my feet. I've removed a couple of ticks, which is annoying, but at least I've got them away. And powdered my feet, yeah, look after them, priority. And I'm just going to chill out now and relax. I've got my diary to fill in, so I'll do that. And I'll probably just end up falling asleep. The rain's just trickling down very slowly, and the birds are singing. Which is nice to hear. And I'll just have a couple of drinks of water, and that'll be me. I'm really tired, which is a good sign. And we have another big day tomorrow. 16, just short of 16 miles, I think. So, I need my sleep. I need plenty of rest. I shall say good night. See you in the morning.